minutes ago. I tried to go to the Bumble Zone again. Unfortunately, I have a rule: 2 strikes and you're out. And the Bumble Zone has crashed twice on me now. So, what is this? Does it do anything? Make it into scented candles, biomass. Oh, you've got Nature's Aura as well. I don't know if that's completely implemented though. I haven't played with this. Well, actually, I played with it quite recently. The eye thing is in there, the environmental eye. Aura Trove, I don't remember that being in there. Huh, interesting. Should we take a look at this? Yeah, I've noticed that they're pretty on the ball with mechanism. Powder of no storage, interesting. This is, by the way, this for some of you might know, is the developer of Actually Editions made this one. Farming stencil. Might have to look at some of it. It does look like there's some cool stuff in there. I was never that fond of Actually Editions because of the canola thing, which is always a bit. Yeah, that's not botany. That is magic. They always call botany magic, which is like they always call magic botany. It's like, you know, if you want to get to botany, it's not very exciting, to be honest. Looking at, I mean, it is exciting, but it's not magic. It's literally soil and, you know, pH values, and, you know, forestry at least has some sort of conception of that, which is at least real. You know, magical botany is something that you wouldn't put it this in any academic field. It would only be a computer. Well, I don't know. Let's not go. Let's not get into. We don't need to start the day in a negative frame of mind. All right, so we're going to check what we're going to go for then. Arranged pumps we've got. Not even going to try that. This, if you don't know how it works, I will show you at least. If we wanted to, for instance, drain a river, you would place the pump on top. Let me open it live chat. Welcome back to Antonio. Alright. Yeah, sorry the audio is worse this time. I've got a bit of a problem with my headphones and that I'm having to put sellotape on them at the moment. Oh, we've got salt from mechanism. We'll see what I'll do with that. So basically you put the pump on top here. I wonder what we got in terms of tank here. Let's have a look. Tank. Oh, we've got mechanism tanks. I think that's about it. Okay. So let's actually not use that. Let's use an elite ultimate. Ultimates. You can do a creative one, just to see how fast we can get this pump to work. So how are we going to supply power to it? What are our options for generator? Is it literally just this mod? We could try using a coal generator from Silence. Let's see if that decides to work. I've not used this mod too much. Oh yeah, you might want to get rid of this. There you go. Is there not a way to see... I think you have to use this thing, right? I was never that good with this thing. To be honest, I didn't play with it that much. This mod. This is a really hard tool to use, though. Let's have a look at it anyway. Voice. Really? So yeah, you need item mode switch. I'm pretty sure is the button. So we're going to do apostrophe for that. Fluids, gases, energy, heat. Empty. And you've got rotate, wrench. So if we do fluids. You can see that's just choosing the output. I wish it was better than this, to be honest. But yeah, that is full. Okay. I guess it's not going to really show anything. You're supposed to do this in the nether, this range pump thing. Alright, let's see what else we got anyway. Potions Master. This I've done a mod spotlight on this one. I don't think that was in there before. No way, how do you place that down? You made a book yet? There is no book. That's not good. That must be a new thing. That's kind of odd. Oh yeah, I was going to try and use this. Let's see if I can get this to work. Can I use it on any lever or no? Overworld mining dimension lever. That's neat. Okay, you might get some different spawns here. Of course, we've got... not really, it's just plains. Let's see what we've got in the plains. Anything interesting? It's just a mining dimension, isn't it, here? Anything added here? Oh look, Quark has actually added something. Normally you don't see much getting added here. I think these are actually not in it either. If you look at it, it's not capitalized, so I think these are some mod must add those as well. It's more substantial, right? These are the ones which are just regular, right? The ones that are capitalized from the first letter. Quark, big dungeon. Do we have them in here? Could not find the structure nearby. Let's go back to the overworld. I just want to see. Yeah, okay. It's all good. There is something weird about that you can't... Let's just have a look. Let's have a look at this dungeon. That's bismuth ore. Okay. Game mode. Spectator. Should be a big dungeon here somewhere. Supposedly, but it's not working. I've not seen this ore before. Ex-petrified ore. That's prosperity ore. This mod I really have not looked into too much. Forbidden and Arcanus. But we'll get there. What was that? Was there something underneath there? I don't know. I probably won't do this for too long. The thing about 1.15 mods is it's not really... It's still pretty early days. There's a lot of mods, but... Like, some have gone through quicker than others. Like, you know... I don't know. It's kind of weird, like... I'm still more inclined to stay at 112. Industrial lever. This is what it means, right? Doesn't it? Why not? That's a good enough switch as any, isn't it? What about the button? You like that one? It's very strange, that. I think maybe I linked it. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. What is up with that? I think you actually have to click it. You have to actually in the creation of it. That's maybe the answer. Let's have a look. You left click a switch. Right. There you go. So how do you actually use it then? This is interesting. Oh wow. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That is cool, I've got to admit. We've got curio. Oh wow, look at curios now. That is neat. Can we see the curios available? It's literally all Britannia. It's the only mod. Oh no, we've got the curios API. We'll take one of those. It looks like they've actually got the slots better sorted out. So let me just see. We've got ring, curious ring. No, sorry. 2 rings. A necklace, head, hands, charm, body, belt, 2 belts. That's pretty substantial actually. We've got the hit. That does nothing. That does nothing. But we should be a bit faster now, right? Should we just put every curio from Britannia in there? Really? Okay, it literally doesn't go in the hits. It has to go in the curio slot. How do we use that? Britannia's just got that though. Do these not work? Press G to open the accessory menu. It must be a curios key behind that one. Sorry, what? Settings menu for building gadgets. Now I'm not going to do building gadgets. Iron jetpacks hover. We don't need that one. This, unfortunately, is basically what you end up doing. Armor mode switch. We don't need that. Okay. Oh, okay. So basically, if I just wanted to open up, it's kind of interesting. Like, why would you probably want to open this inventory the whole time anyway, wouldn't you? I'd think so. That doesn't really help me though. Oh, it's just cosmetic. Okay. So it's not actually anaglyph glasses. Okay. Okay. I got it. I thought it would turn the whole screen into anaglyphs. Does any of that actually do anything? Or is it all cosmetic? Yeah, it's all cosmetic. So none of this is actually going to do anything apart from visually. Which kind of is lame. Doesn't say that these are cosmetic. The knuckles don't look like they are cosmetic. Yeah, it's only the knuckles I think and the ring that will actually do anything. Okay, that's good. Okay. So at least we worked out what the switch link pearl does, so that's something. Let's go back into creative, see if we can figure anything else out. McCall's windows. I didn't look at these. The high right window. I wonder how big these are. Not big. Not connected textures. Let's see this one. I think the furniture is the best. Because all these windows, they don't really... I'm not quite seeing the appeal of them. But what is like a really big window? These are just going to be one block windows, aren't they? Most of them are. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, they've got parapet. That's cool though. The fact you can actually open the windows is cool. That's something that you haven't been able to do, right? Interesting. The hitbox is a bit funny. Not that. One day I'll have to get rid of... Where is the hitbox? Oh, it's right on the edge. Is it? Can I push here? What about here? Pretty close. It's not. It's a very small hitbox. That's still cool though, right? You just have to be pretty careful with how you do it. It's like literally there. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not the end of the world to have it like that small. I'd prefer it bigger though, if I'm being completely honest. That one is cool though. But again, the hitbox is too small. Alright, what else we got? So there's the windows. I'm not sure there's window base. This is just a crafting component, right? It is indeed. Okay. Okay. I mean, silence mechanism. I mean, the thing about silence things is no one's really ever going to use silence mods. He keeps making them, but just nobody likes them. They're just like a worse version of other stuff. You know, you always see them at the beginning because there's nothing else. That's when you know that you don't see, if you look at a 112 mod pack, nothing's got silence in it, I can tell you that much. And it's not a criticism of the guy, it's just that's just how it is, you know. Fruit basket. I don't remember this in Cooking for Blockheads. Huh, what can I put apples in there? Let's see. What about apple pie? What about carrots? Is this just a chest? That's what I'm asking, right? What is that? Yep. That is annoying. Why is it called fruit basket when it doesn't have a selection of things? I do like the rendering on it, but why call it fruit basket if you can just put anything in there? It's just a basket, really, at that point. Really? What was that? That can't have come off this thing, surely not. I think it did, you know. I don't know why. That is weird though, that is the case. You alright, Neutron? How you doing? Looking at the people here, it might be... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's to do with the curios. So this is a very important mod. I don't know why this noise keeps on going on. Is it this? I think it is definitely that, isn't it? Oh no. I've got something in my inventory and I don't know what it is. It's making that noise. We'll see if it carries on. But yeah, unfortunately, but yeah, this is the emote system, by the way. If you look in here, you'll basically be able to see all the different emotes. So we have no, you can't really see behind the chat window. But yeah, so for instance, you can do cheer, clap. I'm not sure there's a way to hide the chat window. Is that? I'm not sure. But yeah, these are all the different emotes anyway. Point, shrug. You can't really, you can kind of see it, but it would be better if, but yeah, that's how that works anyway. As one of the more, he's quite a famous developer, that guy. He's in all the, he goes, is it F3 and D? Let me try that. Function. I can't seem to get it to work. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work for me. It's because I've got a funny computer. You can't. I can't press F3 without it coming up with like weird stuff. Let's see if I can find that big dungeon though. I was curious to find that. So there should be a dungeon here somewhere. Good. Yeah, this mod pack is. This is why I don't really play mod packs. This is a more extreme example, but yeah, I was just saying. Basically, I went to a dimension called the Bumble Dimension, the Bumble Zone. This dimension called the Bumble Zone, and it crashed my game. Which is unfortunate because I actually had some viewers. Okay, so here is. Let's have a look at this. We'll just do night vision. Might as well. I always forget its effect give at S. One of these days I'll remember it. Let's get it. Still can't see. Yeah. Sometimes when you play mod packs like this, oh wow, look at this. This is pretty nice, isn't it? Got some spawners. What is that? It's a skeleton spawner. Oh wow, that's cool. I never realised you could do that. You see, because I'm in spectator mode, I can't open the chest. And look what happens if you do this. I don't know if you've ever seen this. But if I take, for instance, this used to be in the like in the real game. This is in the real game. Luck 100%, 200% luck. So we'll take 200% luck, right? Can't actually obviously. I'll just get rid of the enemies for a minute. Right, so currently I've got night vision and haste, right? So now I've got 200, I've got luck 2. See, look how lucky that is, right? You may not know this, like, but that is lucky, obviously, to get Fortune 3 book, right? And you see, any chest I open now, I'll be much, much luckier. So we still got it. It's not that lucky, actually. But you see, if I give... No, if I do... I'm not seeing that one, absent by design. Can we take level 5 of that? Luck 6. So now we've got luck 6. Let's open a loot chest. Sometimes it doesn't seem to work like how you expect. And also, I think maybe that's the highest. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty nice dungeon there. It's a pretty nice dungeon. Got a nice little library here. Overgrowth seed. Faster attack. The only books we've got. That's crazy. You know what would be cool is if there was a book that generated that had all the descriptions from every single enchantment. Like a guidebook would auto-generate. That would be really handy. Like this is the mod made by another famous developer. What does that mean? Converts it to magic. The only magic attacks I believe are witches, poison, and evoker fangs. They're the only magic attacks that I know of. Increases damage dealt to villager mobs. Cavalier. I don't think he's changed any of these. Reach is a cool one though. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one, Phalanx. That's cool. Gives you a speed boost with the shield. That's kind of interesting, that. What about this one? Not seeing any speed boost. Alright. So some of the effects I'm getting from this. 4 attack. 10% speed. Let's move the speed boost. Sorry, why am I getting fire resistance from... You give me attack damage. Oh, the shield is actually giving me those. That's crazy. Let's not do that then. I imagine that one doesn't work anyway. We can do a... Let's do a simple night vision. Right, so this must be a shield enchantment, right? Let's put it on. Correct. Okay. Can you not? Oh, you can't do it like that anymore, can you? I keep forgetting that. Huh. This is actually quite important, this. that's your speed holding out the shield. Take the phalanx shield. That's really good actually. It's a very small difference that, but it's actually really good. If you use a lot of this stuff like I do, that is a really nice change. Alright. Let's get rid of this. I've actually missed quite a bit of the dungeon here. What is the deal with this? I don't get how these are not curios though. Yeah, that is really handy. That, yeah. So this is another famous mod called the mod name is called Forbidden and Arcanus. Permafrost Indestructible. I imagine this is a weapon. Why can't I take the book? That's weird. You want to just give me that book? No, I guess you don't. Can I not? Has not been made yet. This book. Let me. Well, it's weird. It doesn't. Things don't work properly if you're not in. If you're in spectator mode. You can use a bucket to carry animals. Interesting. This is obviously just an early. The Edelwood bucket can hold up to 4 water or 3 lava. It also, additionally, can also be used for transporting smaller animals. Be careful you transport lava, and the bucket does not have the. So this is what needs the permafrost. Which is the strongest weapon? That's a good question. Let's go to the surface quickly, just so I can actually see without having to, you know. Well, the strongest weapon is probably something in Britannia. Right. So you can look at swords, for instance. This is a pretty strong sword. So you could, for instance, just to give you some sort of idea of how strong this might be. If we take an Enderman. This is going to. Wasn't actually that strong, that. It is probably something in Britannia, though. You must have seen. I think I showed you the shard. If you watch my Britannia video, you'll see. This is the mod. If you want to learn a mod, you should learn this one. I never learnt this stuff properly. It's quite hard though. You can get these things. I wonder if they work without anything. Let me see if I can just place them down. How weird. I think they used to look like this. I can't even remember how this works, to be honest. I'll do it another time. To be honest, it's like Britannia is something that I never really get into that much. But yeah, swords-wise, sword-wise, it looks like probably the strongest one. Is there a gun, maybe of some kind? Like a handgun. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the strongest weapon is. It's something which we don't really... That's not bad. Wither Skeleton Tweaks. Immolation Blade. Wow, that looks pretty strong. I'm surprised it's that strong, to be honest. Mat Enchants. What's that? Interesting. Increase attacks, faster attack. Get more XP. You can put lots of different things on these weapons. Turns lava into melted cobblestone. That kind of sounds interesting. Should we try that? Oh, you don't want to put that on there. I think it actually showed me what I could put it on, didn't it? I don't know what... What is that? Don't know what that is. What is this one? There's some random stuff here. Thing is, it's very hard to tell what any of this stuff does. Do you think this is for the mod pack, I guess? That's a good call. Well, I'm not going to don't even know what that does. You think Walker? You're probably right. That is good thinking. Correct. Let's put it on. And while we're here, just let's make that a little bit higher. So we'll put on the boots. So what does it do? It turns lava into cobblestone. Temporarily turns lava into a mold. Should we go to the nether and try that? Let's go. Loading. This might stop for a minute. That's a spawn and a half. Oh man. I forgot. That was really dumb. Oops. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. This is why I stay creative most of the time. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be very easy to check that again. I wonder if I kept the curios. We'll check it in a minute. To be honest, as long as the game doesn't crash, I don't really care about stuff like that. Let's see if we're in the same place. We are. Needs to be a little bit slow here for some reason. Okay, there we go. Right, so if you haven't seen this mod, by the way, so where did I just die? Press the key, you can see where I died. This is a mod called Co-Rail's Tombstone. I have a video on it. It's a pretty cool mod. Let me just... You'll probably like this mod. This is by a YouTuber I watch called Direwolf. You can do pretty cool stuff with it. I'll show you that as well, because I'm not going to make a video on that mod. Let's just clear away some of this mess. Right, so what you do, right, just to illustrate this to you, probably don't want to be on easy. Let's just go into peaceful for a second. Get your key, and then you try and make sure you don't have much on you, right? I wonder if it will... So there's nothing in my curios either here. You see, you get it all back. Puts the boots on. And what about the curios? The curios are also back on. Nice. That's pretty seamless, actually. So things like that are important, like at the beginning, because normally, like if that started to work, it means they're really starting to get a grip on what's going on. And you can see everything's in the same place that it was before. All right. So let's go back anyway to see what was going on here. Solium ore. I'm a little bit concerned about this. Let's go to creative, because I am concerned. Yeah, and I had the right to be concerned because it didn't work. What's going on there? Blazing Walker. Temporary turns lava into melted cobblestone. Didn't work though, did it? Oh, it worked on that one. Oh, look at that. That's cool. But it doesn't seem to work on if it's deeper though, right? Oh no, it does. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. It's like Frostwalker for lava. What is this? That is pretty cool, you've got to admit. It basically means that Striders are like pointless now already. And we're not even on 1.16 mods yet. That's exactly what it is, yep, for sure. It's definitely the radius, you're right on that. So if you ever get into mods, you'll know you'll play with this. This is called Dimensional Shard. Is it in? So yeah, this is called a. This is a very powerful quarry. This thing. I'm not sure what he's added yet so far on this. Let me just see. Okay. Just give a little. I just want to have a quick look at the. This is a very famous block. Not you. You. This guy that makes this mod called Eye of Tools. He's a very senior programmer, so he's probably the most skilled programmer in the whole of the mod scene. He's really into maths and stuff, so I like him. But basically what you do with this is called a builder. You have to get something called a shape card. And you can get these different types of quarry. So for instance, say you wanted a fortune quarry, which you might want. If you do the enable mode, you'll see this is what it's going to quarry, this area here. And what you can do is you can actually choose where it is. I can't remember exactly how to do that. So where did my shape card go? Fortune quarry. Let's give it some power. This won't be enough, but I just want to actually just check it's working. No, it should be going already. No, it's not going though. There we go. No, so it's going pretty slow because it uses a lot of power. See, there's not enough power. So what you have to do is you have to give it like what's those nitro things? So you'd probably want to give it like a is there any like a can I put this thing here? Can't remember exactly what this thing does. But yeah, this would be a quarry anyway. I don't know. Anyway, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, this is another thing as well. Let me show you this. This is how you transfer power wirelessly. So basically, say you have a generator and it goes into this thing. So the generator goes into this cell, right? Does it have to be those? Maybe. Right, so the generator is making power, right? And then you press this, set all sides to accept energy. See, this has now got nothing. So it's got 60 RF. It's producing 60 RF, but it's got nothing. It's basically that's what it's producing. So every tick is transferring. That's why it stays like that. Then what you do is you put this card. You see this is unlinked. I think we put it in this one. And it says link ID 1, right? So now look at this. Say we have a dimensional cell. We put this one on top of this. Right, it's got nothing in it, right? But now if you put this, link ID 1, put it in here. I did it wrong. I always forget the way to do this one. Maybe that unlinks it. I can't remember which one it is. Link to this. No, I think you do link it on this one. That doesn't look right. Or is it the other way around? I'm trying to remember this. Let's try it here. Damn it. I really thought I had it that time. No, you need. I think you need 2 link cards or something. That's the way to do it. So one goes in here. Maybe it's that. I don't know. I've forgotten. It's too complicated. It's not too complicated, but can't you do? You can do multiple, can't you? 7. Can't remember. Let me just see what happens if I just shift it in. There we go, did it. Okay, I just dumped all the energy in. So if you look at this one now, it's also got none. I think like basically just to you see this is 4, 5, 6, 7,000, 8, 9, 10, 11,000. These are the same thing now, right? They're wirelessly linked. The power is wirelessly linked. Yeah. That was a very slow demonstration, but yeah, eventually I got there. Now this thing, let's see what we got here. This is called a charge porter. So I think you can charge stuff in here as well. Can you charge? Yeah, if you put your charge porter in here, this will let you charge it up. So it's like a energy storage and a charging station as well. Okay. So you get some power in there, right? Then what you do is you get a transmitter and a receiver. So the transmitter is this thing, and receiver is this thing. Now normally what you want to have is lava, for instance. So I should be able to just put another dimensional cell here. Let's see if I can get the card this time. I wonder if I just right click on it, if it'll let me just... I think that should do it. And I can just right click it in. Oh, it's getting the power, I think, yeah. So we can output it here. Right, so if I click... Shift right click, shift left click or what? What is a transmitter for? I can't remember the difference. You definitely need a receiver, but I can't remember why you would even need a transmitter if you're just using this thing. I don't think you do, right? But basically, say this is like home, for instance. Let's just clear that. Name is home. Why do you run out of power? You don't need power, dude. But now you see, if we look in the thing, can we not change the name of that? Anyway, the point is, right, what it does is if I just right click, say I'm over here, I right click. Oh, I didn't set the target. Okay, wait a sec. I'm trying to remember why you need the transmitter there. Right. Go over here. Can teleport. Yeah. Yeah, these are not the best examples. There's also this screen thing. Let me see if I can show you that. Oh yeah, you need a dialing device normally. That's right. So basically these are all the different things you can have. Yeah. The reason you'd use a transmitter, I just remembered. Let me just... are you still going? Yeah, you're good. You don't need any more energy. Yeah, so basically what you would do, if you press on the dialing device, you go dial once, dialing device power low. I think it should appear on the transmitter. Alright, anyway, don't worry about that for now. Let's look at this one. Ender mail. Package controller. How does this mod work? I'm trying to remember. Stamp. This is a way to get a delivery of items, but I can't exactly remember how it works. Isn't there a... I don't know. But yeah, I think that you need to use the modification table for this. So I'll take the mining gadget, put it in here, put this in there, and then... Let's see what I can figure out to do here. It probably needs something like this, maybe. Oh, you know what it is, I think? It's probably not that. Let's try... See if we can just put this on. It might not work. It could be this, then. Where's the table? Take the thingy-majig with that. Hold left shift to show upgrades. Doesn't work. Okay. Surprised it doesn't work. Yeah, I thought I could put it in the modification table. The thing is, like, eventually I could just look this up. I've probably watched I even do this before. Oh no, you can just put it in there. Okay. I just stick it in there. Really, you can just go like that? I'm surprised. Should we let's see what it does now? See if that's done anything. Now it looks a bit quicker. Yeah, it's a bit quicker now for sure. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay, you can make it like that, right? Yeah, you can go a lot quicker actually. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Okay. That's cool. Alright. Let's go back to the overworld, shall we? See what's in the overworld. Are these supposed to be like the speleothium things? Alright. Back to the overworld. Anything else in power? Nope. Not really. Not really. Oh wow, look at that. I've never seen that before. Why does this not have a book yet? To be honest, the thing about this mod is that you get the feeling that it's all art. Should we look at this Edelwood bucket? Alright, so you have to remember we have to enchant the bucket with this thing. Permafrost. Otherwise something goes wrong when you pick up the lava, from what I understand. That's what it seemed to say, right? Well, we're not, obviously we're in. Let's just try this. Oh, look at that. That is neat. That is really neat. That's a really good implementation. I've never seen an implementation as good as that. I knew that was gonna. I just knew that was gonna happen. Can we press game mode creative in time? Could have done, but I didn't. Doesn't really matter. No, you can't get No, you can't get them both at the same time. I don't think. Let's get. Let me just try this. So this is 4 buckets, right? Yeah, you get 4 buckets of water. The problem is though, you need to have that enchantment, right? I don't think you can do what you. You might be able to do that, but I don't see how that is possible. Let me just check this. No, you can't. No, it's not for that. You can certainly have multiple buckets of both of them though at the same time. If you have 2 of these things. Is this a tree? I guess it must be, right? Where is the tree here though? I don't know where the tree is, to be honest. So you can actually pick up a chicken. How many chickens can you pick up then? This is like a really interesting thing that you can do with it. So you only get one chicken, I think, in there. What's the biggest animal that can go in? It's not much, right? It's only smaller things. Really? Milk is... That's a lot. There seems to be a lot of bat soup. Okay. That's odd, to say the least. Okay. So it's basically a food source, I guess. Yeah. That is odd that bat soup... Oh, no, beetroot soup also has it. I thought... Basically, it looks like with soup... Um, well, remember, this is like a... Yeah. You could also do it with mushroom stew, right? So that would be useful. The problem with the mushroom stew, though, is how do you actually get it like that? Because mushroom stew is... let me just see. There must be another recipe here. It looks like it's been changed somehow. Okay, you just craft it together with the mushroom stew. So basically, it's a way to have loads of mushroom stew, but you only have one space used on your hotbar. All right. But yeah, you're right there. But okay, so there's that. Archers. I've got Spore Arrow. So this is again. Let's see what we got here. Where's Arrow? Should we look at the Prismarine Arrow? That might be interesting. Because because I don't really see that often. Let's just take a bow. What bows do we have? Oh yeah, there's also some anime mod in here, which I've not heard before. I don't know what this is talking about. What is this? I dread to worry about it. It doesn't seem to do much. A tuned diamond. This might be a cool graphic. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what this mod does. It's much more difficult to work out what they do. Because they never have a guidebook. I'm not really that interested in the anime mods, to be honest. Because they're never as popular as like Thorncraft and stuff like that. What else are we missing? We've actually looked at like a lot of the mods here. You may have seen this thing before. I've never actually played with... you're right, Chris, how you doing? I've never played with energy cell. Actually, I can just put it in a coal generator, can't I? Put in some coal. Are you good? Charge it. Can we not charge it in this thing? Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'm not... hello, good morning, hi Chris. I'm good, I know you're probably talking to Nietzsche on that. But yeah, this is also by Direwolf. I don't know. I prefer... The thing is, it's weird for me to use Direwolf's mods because I watch him all the time. Oh yeah, I saw this thing. Isn't that a copy and paste thing? You can do some cool stuff with it, but... Oh, okay, Chris. Oh look, we actually are by our spot here. This is where we started. That coal generator's got a lot. Flux Networks. This is a cool way to control all your power. So for instance, say you have something that needs power, like I don't know, one of these, an enrichment chamber, right? This is something. This is a block for mechanism that needs power, right? And if you look at the power, it's got it's basically got no power, right? This is the power here. So what you would do is I've not done this either, but I sort of know how to do it just because I've watched Dyer's videos so much. Create new network. So you go create new network. Okay, you can choose different color. We don't need to do public, right? You go create, and then you can have wireless charging of like everything. You can charge your inventory and your hotbar. This is a really like your armor and your bauble slot. This should be called curios nowadays. And then you can chunk load stuff as well. It does a lot, this mod. It's pretty good. And then so this is super complex, right? Basically what you have to do is you have these things called flux plugs and flux points. And the way it works is you put these things called points. Say you want to charge this thing here, right? You put the point there, right? And then you put the plug, I think, like here. I haven't done that. I haven't actually done this. This is more complex. I can't exactly remember it. You basically put a plug on the generator. So if I had a coal generator, definitely the plug goes on here, right? Yeah. So it says please connect to the network. And you go to right. And you put the coal in. Input. That should be going in. I'm surprised it's not going in. What have I done wrong there? I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'm not going to spend too long on this because it's a little bit boring, but yeah, I don't know why that isn't going in to the network. Plug goes in, right? Extracts energy from adjacent tiles, adds energy to your flux network. That's what I want to do. Huh. Let's change the priority. What about this? Okay. No, it didn't click it. I don't know why that doesn't work. That is mysterious, isn't it? Do I need to put it into the flux controller? Maybe there's another block I'm missing. Do I need to have a storage block maybe on it? It is a mystery, isn't it? Okay, we're getting something now. There we go. It's not at all how to set it up, by the way. I think we don't even need this, right? Oh, no, we did. So I think you put a... Right. That was weird. So I know this is probably not that interesting, but... Alright, so that is somehow... I don't know if that's the way to set it up. But anyway, you see here, right? We should be able to extract from here now. Flux point. I don't know why it's saying it's full of stuff. Output. Let's not use wireless. We don't need that. Well, I don't know. We're leaving it there. We should have been... Oh, no, there we go. We did it, right? It did work. So just to show you that again. You see, it's getting... This is an empty thing, right? There's no power in here. And now there's power in here. It's super quick, right? Because this is quite advanced. So there we go. We actually did a reasonable demonstration of that. Okay, power we've seen. Building gadgets. Useful railroads. High-speed railroad. Should we take a look at this one? You alright, Biko? How you doing? Alright, so we'll try this. Should we see how fast this goes? Don't worry about it. This is a lower viewed stream anyway, this sort of thing, what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, you can't do that. Should we see how fast this goes? Let's get a torch down. Oh well, that lights up quite a big area. I don't know why I placed it there, but anyway. Right, should we see how fast this goes? What is that? Direction route. Ooh, that sounds cool, doesn't it? What is it? What is that, actually? Oh, wow. Damn. Damn. Oh wow, this looks really cool actually. I might have to check this one out. Huh. Oh, look at that. Look at the size of that. Yeah, that's going to be massive. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's just check the basic thing out now quickly. What is that? Oh, this is the dirt wand. Not chest. Minecart, dude. So we've got the only... there's a special minecart. Minecart with energy storage. Okay. Damn, that goes pretty fast. Yeah, that's really fast. Should we see just how fast that will go? And there's a way we can do that. So this is from useful railroads, right? let's just see if we can find the name of the block first of all. Useful railroads, high speed rail, right? So that's the name of it. So what we'll do then is we'll just do a line of it. So we'll do fill, and then we'll start from the block underneath, which is a good spot. We want to stay at this Y level. And in one direction, we're going to want to go like a huge amount of distance, right? So say like 250. And then we're going to do useful railroads, high speed rail. We've gone too far. Oh, actually I know what to do. Just for a second. There we go. So now if we go in the minecart, this might not work by the way, because I should have made air blocks on top. We're also going to need. Let's just see how far if this. It didn't really work because there's not enough. All right. Well, you can imagine what would have happened anyway. But yeah, we can try a ramp for sure. Oh, this bit is not even done. But yeah, that's super fast though, right? That's cool, isn't it? So you got a teleport rail as well. This is something they used to have in extra utilities. What? Drop the rail and an ender pearl at location. Okay. So this is a recipe, right? So you throw the rail with an ender pearl. That didn't work. It looks like it's already done though, right? Huh. What is that? I didn't see that one before. Oh, wait a minute. This is interesting, right? If we go into this... Oh, I've lost everything now. So that is a way to instantly eat food. That's from Dark Utilities, that. Is this actually got any... Oh, I see. You have to place this with the ender pearl. Is that right? I'm trying to figure out. Gotcha. Okay. So basically, right, we're over here. If we go over somewhere else now. This is a cool button, by the way. If we now go on a high speed track here, watch what happens. That didn't work. Okay. Oh, that kind of sucks. Maybe you shouldn't not high speed rail. I don't know why that didn't work.